Hey guys, happy Monday. Hope all of my water signs had a great weekend. Today, like always, we will be looking at the energy for the week for each of my water signs and then drawing a card individually for each zodiac sign to get some more information around that energy, as well as a card that I drew to help me look at what energy centers that you guys need to nourish this week to bring about the highest vibration and the most calm and clear energy. So I'll just jump right in. We're going to start off with the theme for all of my water signs. You guys got the Empress, and she showed up in her reversed position. So in her reversed position, she speaks to creative blocks, right? It can also speak to like codependency, whether it being dependency on others, where you're taking too much energy, or overgiving and depleting your energy, right? So it speaks to an imbalance in that area, because in her most positive energy, she is abundant. She births new ideas. But right now, a lot of you guys may be experiencing some blocks, creative blocks. So that's the overall theme. And then I started off with my Cancer friends. And you guys, you got the Star also in its reversed position this week. So, the Star card is really a card about having faith and feeling connected and being in aligned and things are flowing. But when that card shows up this particular card shows up in its reversed form, it can really speak to, like a lack of faith, feeling despair, just feeling like life has become too difficult and feeling disconnected, right? This is my card when it shows up in its reverse position that just really urges you to stop and take some time for self-care, right? Like your energy is super depleted. A lot of you guys are just feeling exhausted. So create some self-care time for you guys this week, right? So that you can push through with that creative block. Your energy is so depleted that you can't even think about moving through a creative block. You're depleted. That's why it's there. So you need to start filling up your energy again so you can move through that creative block, right? And bring about the highest energy of the Empress, which is just in tune and balanced and creative and birthing all sorts of new ideas and abundancy. So that's what we want to work on creating. So really, my Cancer friends, stop and take some time for yourself. Your centers this week, you have 3. So you definitely need to take some time for yourself. If you don't have a lot of time, I would suggest just doing like short meditations before you go to sleep, right when you wake up, or when you can sneak away for like even 10 or 15 minutes, right? Grab some time for yourself. Root chakra imperative, as well as solar plexus and our throat chakra. So that's what I have for my Cancer friends. And this is the healing card that showed up for you. Whatever is exposed to the light itself becomes light. Invoke divine light to shine within you and reach into your shadow areas, allowing the healing power of this light to dissolve all that wounds your spirit and so restore your health. Yeah, that's just a little more confirmation from that oracle card, right? You guys, slow down. Take a deep breath and recharge. Okay, next, I'm going to be moving to my Scorpio friends. So the card that showed up for you guys this week was the 3 of Swords, right? So this card just really speaks of like deep sorrows and deep pains, just wounds that are making us probably feel stuck, right? Since the Empress speaks to creative blocks and maybe being in codependency kind of relationships. So there's some deep pains and some deep sorrows that you guys need to start addressing, right? Start looking at it. Remember that pain, it sucks, but it's a part of life, and we can't control so much in our world. And so we can't control sometimes the pain that comes in, sometimes a lot of external forces, a lot of external circumstances are involved. We can't control that, but what we can control is really moving through that energy. And this card calls on a need for release, right? Releasing stored emotions, stored blocks, stored pain, releasing that so that you can break through this creative block and really push through to the highest energy of the Empress. For you guys this week, grounding, so I'm going to say your root chakra, but also, you've got a lot of your green, your heart chakra, right? Heart chakra, loving compassion. Really lean into forgiveness this week, Scorpio, to really push that energy into a more positive direction and clear out that stagnation. Yeah, heart chakra and root chakra. And your message reads, help others quietly without expecting gratitude or rewards. Let the healing power of your spirit run through your hand as you reach to touch another, but say nothing to the person you help. Learn to give invisibly. Maybe that's a great way to move through pain, right? When we're giving of ourselves, when we're in service, it really helps to help us move through that energy. So that could be another little message in there for my Scorpion friends. Okay, and finally, we're going to close out my water signs with my Pisces. So you guys, you got the Lovers card in reverse this week. In its upright position, the Lovers card is about, being raw and honest and open and in a nurturing, healthy, relationships, right? And in its reverse position, it's really speaking to us about getting raw and honest with ourselves, right? This card just kind of in its reverse position kind of shows some kind of an imbalance or maybe something that's transforming within your beliefs or your value system, right? Something's changed and you're being asked to take an honest look so that you can align and take this new information about maybe something that is you're getting raw and honest with yourself, learning something, right? So take this and turn it around. Get honest with yourself, get clear with yourself. You guys are also getting, I'm feeling heart center and throat center, which heart center, love and compassion, throat center, communication. So really get raw and honest with yourself, clear communication with yourself to move through the energy and push through that creative block that the Empress kind of speaks of for the theme of this week. So if you're experiencing some blocks or, feeling out of alignment in that way, that's what the Lovers card in reverse is suggesting. Getting raw and honest with yourself, clear, and so that you can really challenge your belief system and get clear on what that is. That'll really help push through that creative block. The card from the healing deck reads as such for my Pisces friends. Cheerful expressions brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. Be the bearer of only good news this week. In living out this task, note whether you find it difficult to maintain, and if so, discover why within yourself. So really it's speaking to looking at like your triggers, right? Looking at what would be difficult, right? About keeping a cheerful expression, right? So it's calling on you to look at the things that kind of trigger you out of that cheerful and joyful heart, right? So that you can clear that energy out, get raw and honest with yourself so you can push through with any creative blocks you may be having this week. Okay, water signs. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you next Monday.